Cutting the perfect tip is cool. Laying it down perfectly, also cool. But how do you store the open tube when you're done?
Now when it comes to storing caulking, there's all kinds of crazy strategies out there. Tin foil, garbage bags, paper clip. What else is there? Electrical tape, old nails, grocery bags, garbage can, garden hoses, sprinklers, fire trucks. Now I may have made up a few of those examples, but I think you get the idea. There's a lot of different ideas out there on how to store open tubes of caulking. But for me, there's been two methods that have worked great for the last 20 years, so I'm going to share those with you. One of the methods is a very easy method that I use probably 90% of the time, and it'll store an open tube of caulking for about a month with no problems. The other is a little more intricate, but it'll store an open tube of caulking for up to 6 months, which is pretty amazing. So now the first technique that I primarily use is painter's tape. So yeah, with the painter's tape, this is what you want to do. It is key. With your tube of caulking, if it's been sitting around for quite a while, what happens is it backs off a little bit and you might get some air in the tip. So you want to make sure that you squeeze just a little bit out, wipe it off so that there's no air in the tip. Take some painter's tape. I like to take one piece about this long here, 1.5 inches, and then take your thumb and press it right into the flat part of the tip. So you're getting a bit of a seal on there. So it's sealed on there, and then I take this and then I spin it around. And this is what a lot of people do, and if you just leave it like that, you're good for about a week and it'll start to dry off. If you want an extra 3 weeks, take another piece, wrap it around like this, and that'll be good for up to about a month, maybe 6 weeks at the most. If you don't put that second piece around there, that first piece will want to just let loose. Now, this is a great way to seal up the caulking tubes because oftentimes you will have painter's tape on hand. I know that I always do. But there is a better solution that I learned from a guy named James that I worked with. Now, this might look familiar to a lot of people in terms of size and use, but what it is, you can order these on Amazon. I will put a link in the description. This is a caulking tube condom. So what actually happens is you just get these little silicone caulking tube condoms and you roll them onto the tube. It gets quite snug along the base of the tip here, and then just no air is getting in there. I mean, I've stored tubes up to 6 months with these condoms on there. So these are an amazing solution for storing the open tubes. Of course, you do have to keep them on hand, otherwise they're not going to do you a lot of good in the heat of the moment. But if you don't have any of these, the painter tape's going to get you about a month. And hey, if you have any questions about caulking, you probably want to check out this video right up here. Hey cameraman, I bet you 20 bucks I could beat you up.
Yeah, man, you're literally sitting there talking about putting a condom on a tube of caulking, so I ain't gonna fight you. I mean, it's not worth my time, man. 20 bucks, please. Yeah, I could use 20 bucks, but I don't want to hurt my hands, you know what I'm saying? So let's wrap this thing up here, funny guy, okay? Come on.